Hello everybody, this is David coming to you from Berlin, Germany. It's around 5 p.m. It's dinner time and I'm going to show you what I make for dinner. So far I only have some organic baby spinach in here and some mushroom. I'm going to make cucumber noodles, chop up some romaine and some cilantro, and make a really simple tomato and date dressing with some spices. If you want to hang out with me and see me how I do it, and yeah, just want to hang out, then stick around. And I'm going to get started on chopping up the romaine. This is organic romaine, baby romaine lettuce, and it's my favorite green. Some baby spinach and romaine lettuce are my favorite greens because they are the freshest greens, most vibrant greens that I can get here. Spices, I will use hot pepper, onion, a little bit left over, garlic, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the spices. So really plain, really simple. So I like to chop the romaine really fine. I saw somebody do that a couple of years ago here on Instagram on a post, and yeah, ever since then I like chopping up my romaine really fine. I mean, there are some bigger chunks in here, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. There's still fly on here. It's what you get with organic food. You have bugs all over. Yesterday my celery was a big snail, like a, what are they called? Yeah, snail. A big snail. Was hiding in there. Today's a chill day. Last couple of weeks were really intense. Yesterday was somewhat intense, so today's just chill. Went for a walk and stayed at the park for a little bit, and then later I took my bike for a spin around the lake. That was really fun. I like doing really chill things on the weekend. Just relax, take it easy, recharge, let my body rest. Although I'm not the best at just relaxing. Sometimes I get restless and then I just have to move, which is fine. Movement is great as well. So I peeled the cucumber because it's conventional. Organic cucumbers are just too expensive in my opinion, so I don't support that at the moment. But the organic, the tomatoes are organic, so that's always good. So tomatoes go in here. My sauces pretty much always have tomatoes. I mean, it's just, my dinner 99% of the time includes tomatoes and cucumber because You just go so well together. It's so funny, I haven't really spoken much English the last couple of weeks because I haven't been much on Insta, and this is the main platform. Hello, Leah. So it's kind of funny to talk English today. I got super good deal on figs yesterday. They were 40 cents each, conventional, but still pretty good deal. And I don't know, I bought 30 figs or something like that. They weren't like 100% right, but like I would say 85 to 90% right. But they still burned my lips a little bit, even though I just ate the inside. It was so good though. These tomatoes taste delicious. You gotta bring in the tomatoes and red bell peppers or dates or some honey if you want to make a low-fat dressing and still be satiated. Because if you just eat greens, you will be satiated somewhat from the minerals in the greens, but your whole body just wants simple, clean carbohydrates from fruit. And this is how you get satiated. The other way you can get satiated is through concentrated fats, and concentrated fats can make you really sluggish and slow down your digestion and make your skin not look the best maybe. I mean, it depends, we're all different, I understand. So this is garlic, 2.5 cloves. What the heck, let's do this baby clove as well. It goes in here. And then a little bit of leftover onion, yellow onion. Tastes delicious. Medical Medium just posted yesterday, I think it was yesterday, about the foods that kill off streptococcus, strep bacteria. So this was hot pepper, and I eat all of those. So onions and garlic are just 2 of them. Yeah, for me, I mean, I get it. Heavy metals, poor food choices. I understand this is not the best for your health. But for me, health or the lack of health always has a deeper meaning and a deeper reason and a deeper root cause. I have met people who eat really well but are unwell in their heart, in their emotions, in their mind, in their soul, and their connection to God. So you can call it different names, it doesn't matter. If you prefer to call it the universe or whatever you want to call it. I care less and less about what people think about me. and start sharing more and more what I really want to share and express my way the way I want. So this is some fresh basil from the balcony. Goes on here, has the elevated biotics. Oh my god, the basil smells so good. You see all those greens? Lauren, you would be so proud of me. You would be like, yeah, David, you're rocking it. Rocking those greens. So, we got the romaine, we got the baby spinach, we got the basil, we got the tomatoes, the dates, onion, garlic, hot pepper in here. And let's do the dressing first. Where's my lid? It's over here. So I'm gonna blend it, so you may want to turn down your volume while I blend because it's gonna be a lot. Check it out. Oh, the lid. I don't know what the heck is going on with that lid, but it doesn't come off easy, it doesn't go on easy. Tastes too tomatoey. I want more sweet. So I'm going to add 2 more dates. So that's, I think, 7 dates in total. I like sweet. It's kind of spicy from the pepper and garlic, onion and all that good stuff. Okay. Round number 2, blending. This is how she goes. So thick and creamy now. I like a lot. Now we have cilantro, epic herb going in there, and then I'm gonna just pulse in the cilantro. I don't want it to blend all the way to make the dressing green. It will turn a little bit green, but that's how I want it. Okay. I don't know if you can see. Oh my goodness. We'll do the cucumber noodles later. I will start eating. So I have more space in the bowl. Oh my god, that would be the perfect Instagram. Just like, yay! It's spicy. Gonna put on some spirulina on here on top. It's so yummy. I like it a lot. Just green gold. I was talking to a friend of mine a few days ago, and I was like, I don't understand why some people who seem so healthy and so well together sometimes die early. It didn't make sense to me. But then she reminded me that some people are just done. At some point they fulfilled their purpose, they're done. They're out of here, they have to leave. They did everything they wanted to do, they shared all the love they wanted to share, and then some of them just really live intense and leave this place young. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this. That some people are just done earlier. You don't have to live like till 80 or 100 or 120 to fulfill all you wanted to fulfill here. So even when some people die of some kind of sickness, sometimes the soul is just ready to leave. So it's not always a dramatic thing. You have to leave somehow here. You're not gonna stay here forever. So, but I still have the romantic idea that you can be just, I don't know, 126 years old and you're just hiking up a mountain and you're tanning in the sunshine and you drink some glacier water and then you go for a swim. And then maybe you have your friends and family with you, and then you just go like, you know what? I'm done. This was really fun around on planet Earth. I'm moving on. And you just lay down and you just leave your body. But maybe that's not how we die. I have no idea. She also reminded me that we are all different. And we all have chosen different paths and different tasks that we want to fulfill here on planet Earth. And not everything that worked for me will work for others, and vice versa. And even though eating lots of greens and fruits works really, really well for me now, maybe it doesn't work for somebody else. I don't know. I think everybody can benefit from eating more greens and eating more fruits, fresh fruits. But maybe it's not meant to be the way that we are all just eat fruits and greens and thrive on it. So I don't know, there's a greater power, a greater power that designed all life. It's definitely smarter than me as a human, because it created planet Earth, created our solar system, other solar system, our universe, maybe other universes. So This being is really smart. And it will provide for whatever you need. It may not give you what you want in the moment, but it always gives you what you need. What truly serves your soul. Hey, we're all human. In different areas of life, I get tempted to leave the path of harmony, integrity, and love, my personal, individualized life's path, and I look over to the side of temptations and I'm like, wow, that sounds really good over there. But every time I leave the divine path of just harmony, I hurt myself, and then I get a reminder, it's like, oops, not a good idea to leave my path. I mean, life goes back and forth between the poles of duality, black, white, dark, light, negative, positive, unpleasant, pleasant. Doesn't matter which side you're on, I'm learning more and more. It's just important which side you declared. Spirulina mouth. Which side you declared your home. Because if you declare the light side, your home, even though you make experience temporarily on the dark side, you can just come all the way back always to your home, and you won't be lost because you will know where home is, and you will know your self-worth, and you will love yourself and you will love others. If you're over here at your home and you make this your home base, totally different story, totally different game. So there's a game most of us play, somewhat unaware of, somewhat aware, and we play this game with ourselves, with life, with each other, and it's always two sides, and we're either on one side or the other, and in different areas of life we are on different sides. So one side we can call perpetrator and one side we can call victim. But it doesn't matter, it's the same coin. You don't want to be on either on those sides, because all that can happen is you feel not good at the end. It's really powerful when you realize that you create your life and you can change anything at any moment and you can turn things around. It's really powerful. It's a really empowering thought, and yeah, just a powerful belief. My nose is running because it's spicy. It's not about being perfect or anything by any means. It's just living up to your inner values. It's the most important thing. Because if you live up to your inner values, your core values, you just feel good. So, another good friend of mine mentioned that blockages or symptoms are always just a note from your body and from life that you need to correct your course you're on, because maybe you strayed away from your path, and it's just an information, an opportunity to change the course and come back to your path. Because even though we might not be able to see it, our path, your path, my path is already laid out. It's already there. I don't know how much free will we really have, but I guess you can stay on the path or you can go off the path. So that are probably the two options, but once you choose to be on the path, on your path, you just have to listen to yourself. You just basically have to, because you feel so bad if you go off your path. It hurts so much. And it's not worth it. Whether that's something simple, like super simple, like food, which is not really a big deal, but it can make a big difference for certain people to eat differently. Or something more complex, like a relationship. So, if you see a symptom as an opportunity to come back to yourself, which this is really all it is. It's like telling you, like a signal, wake up, you're not on your path. And it wants to tell you how to get back on the path. So it's really beautiful. And if you've been through something in your life, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, where you start on one side that is really unpleasant, and that builds up a lot of momentum for you to be ready to change, and then you change everything that is needed to get back on track. I bet when you came out the other side, you were so glad for everything that happened. Even though maybe very unpleasant in the moment to realize that you're not on the path and you have no idea how to get back. Once you get back and your symptoms, your blockages just go. I was always glad, because if I didn't have the pressure from the physical symptoms, I would not have changed. I would not have looked for solutions. But since there was so much pressure, so much momentum, that I needed to change something because the way I lived wasn't feeling good, I was ready to change. And I was ready to change things that felt uncomfortable changing. Because sometimes you have to change things that you don't want to change at first. But those are usually the most needed things to change. And then, when you come out the other side and you've been on both sides of the pendulum, you can just understand yourself and others better, and you can have more compassion and understanding, and really understand what somebody else is going through at the moment, because maybe you've been in a similar place or in the same place. I need more onion on there. I don't know why onions are so delicious, but they taste so good to me. I have my separate little cutting board where I cut onions and garlic, because if I would cut it on the big cutting board and then next day I cut my watermelon on it, my watermelon would taste like garlic, and I don't like that. Okay, let's make some noodles, baby. Using the julienne peeler, super simple. Fast and easy. Oops, dropped a little bit of cucumber. People are always interested on how I eat and what I eat and how much and what's the recipe for this, what's the recipe for that. It's so simple. It doesn't change much. I have my favorite fruits, I have my favorite juices and smoothies, dressings, cucumber noodle dishes, and sushi, cucumber sushi and zucchini sushi meals. Those I pretty much eat every single day because I just love it. Simple. Tomato, date, basil sauce with some cucumber noodles. It looks like pasta for sure. Look at that. Pasta. Let's add some more spice. Some cayenne. Like spicy. Whoa, there was a huge ball of cayenne that just got lumped together. If I would have put that on here, that would have been spicy. It was really interesting since I haven't been on here for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like only one person asked how I'm doing and if I'm okay. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I think if you ask someone else from your heart, from a place of your heart, how they do and how they feel, they can open up, and if they want to, and it can make a big difference. And just sharing with somebody what you're going through, what your fears may be, what you're considering, what makes you feel angry or scared, or it can help a lot to share that with somebody who has an open heart. I bet all of you have experienced this yourselves. When a loved one or family member or a good friend just asked you how you do because they already knew that you're going through something, and you could just open up and talk it out. You probably felt a lot better afterward. Even though social media is a virtual reality, and it's not as in person, somebody asking you how you do or giving you a nice compliment or just giving you feedback or just wants to get to know you better, I mean, it feels good. Because those virtual realities are part of our reality in the 21st century. Pretty much everybody uses some form of virtual reality every single day. I mean, phone calls, Skype calls, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. YouTube, TV. TV is a virtual reality. It's not in person. But this also reminded me that behind social media accounts are real people. I mean, of course, not behind everyone, because there's just some scams out there, but behind most Instagram accounts and YouTube accounts are real people. And they make real experiences. And it can affect you just as much as it can affect you to meet somebody in real life. Somebody being your friend online can be just feeling as great as meeting that person right in front of you. Same goes with the opposite side. Somebody trying to be mean to you or rude can be just as unpleasant online as it is in person. So I had many great times on here, talking to people, hanging out with people, getting to know them better. Becoming friends. So spending hours and hours talking to people sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay to do that and to feel good about that. Of course, meeting someone in person will always be the best, because you don't lose any information as you lose online when somebody's just texting you or even video chat. Why are greens so delicious? Spinach and romaine. I'm just loving the hydration. I can drink so much liquid, so much juice. The other day I was working so hard physically, I drank 8 liters of liquids. And later on I ate fruit, some figs and some grapes, and later on I ate the salad. Because I was working physically so hard for like 12 hours. And I was just knocking back the juices. And even if I just drink like 3 32-ounce jars of liquids, which is usually lemon water, celery juice, those two are the staples in the morning, and then watermelon juice, and in the fall it will be some type of green juice with apples. Those is the minimum, that's the minimum. If I drink less than that, less than 3 jars of 32 ounces, so 96 ounces, I feel dehydrated. And everything else that I eat is hydrating. Everything else besides that is just fruits and greens and some veggies, so it's all hydrating. But still, I need so much hydration. Just juices. So yummy, so hydrating, so fresh. Eight liters, that's just a little over 2 2 gallons. And dude, I'm strong on juice and fruit and grains. I can go all day if you provide me with the right kind of fuel. And I recover pretty fast. If I work out or do work physical labor. I hurt my foot. It's healing up really fast, really nicely. So, I mean, of course, food is always just one area of life. There are so many other areas to life that make you feel either good or not so good. And I understand more and more why people like eating certain things in certain ways and why they adopt certain habits in their life in certain areas. Because I done this myself. And yeah, sometimes when you change and you do something else, then you can see why you did it the way you did it before. You just have this epiphany and you're like, wow, now I understand why I did that. It was like maybe a survival mechanism, something to get you through. I mean, I don't play on this lifestyle. It's a top number one priority. I work till late at night to like 10 p.m. I ride with my bicycle with the huge backpack to the store 10 p.m. loaded up with like 40 or 50 pounds of fruits and greens and celery and all the good stuff, and I come home, I fall into bed, I wake up the next day at 5:15 and I'm juicing for 2 hours to make like 7 liters of juices and liquids for the day, and then I bring extra fruit for backup. And this is how I can maintain this lifestyle because it's a number one priority. And it's not like I wake up and be like, duh, I forgot to buy fruits and celery so I can do my protocols. I wake up and I know I'm prepared. I want to do this is the number one priority. I want to do this, so I'm prepared. And I understand being prepared all the time. People have a million kind of duties to take care of and commitments and responsibilities. I understand. But hey, I'm human too. I have responsibilities and I make sure I have the right kind of fuel for my system. Because I know if I don't feel good and I don't function at my best. And if I want to be able to be of service, then I have to function at my best. Because if I'm just running on 2 cylinders, how much help can I do and give and how much support? But if I'm running on all 12 cylinders, just firing like crazy and being stable in that, then I can just fulfill my purpose and do my duties. And it's an ongoing process of learning, and I didn't want to wake up one day and had all the answers. It's just every single day I'm learning. And sometimes it's scary because I realize how much I don't know about everything. But then I come back and realize I don't have to know everything. I have my heart, my intuition, my soul guiding me. And they are connected to the greater plan, and the greater plan, or you can call it life, has all the answers anyhow because it connects everything. So when I'm tapped into my heart, my soul, my intuition, it's guiding me, and I can listen, and it will guide me to the tools and support that I need on my way. So anyhow, that was a pretty cool video. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great day and feel relaxed and at peace. And I hope you take really good care of yourself. Adios amigos. Bye for now.